Back to another episode of That Pop Culture Podcast. Joining me today is the Bile Ravager and Helldiver 2's biggest fan. How are you doing, Juan?
You know, I really like that game until I play with other people. Not including you guys. But like when I play with randoms and we're playing on like extreme and everybody just starts running in different directions, because I'm one of those people that I'm doing okay, Hunter. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So when I join
I'm
one
a
of
big
these,
fan of the game until there's 3 of those things on our spawn.
dude, okay. So that is like what I'm trying to say though, is like when I join these games and then everybody, because I'm one of those people that I just like to join other people's games. I want the XP and I just want to help people, because the higher the difficulty, the more we get done, the more XP I get, and then I get to help other people do whatever they want to do. So I'll join random games, and then I'll try any sort of communication, and then everybody will just go and run and do their other things, which, like, on difficult or hard, it's okay, I guess. Like, I'd rather still stick together, at least teams of 2. But when you're just running everywhere, and then there's just chargers and dragons, it's like, can you guys please just, like, sort of try to work together? Like, I'm not asking a lot here. Like, I don't care how many objectives we do or how many we don't do. I don't care what order we do them in. I genuinely am pretty laid back. I just want to make sure that I can extract. Everybody's doing their own thing and then not really paying attention. It's just so frustrating, bro. So frustrating.
Yeah, and everyone's running a different direction, wanting to do a different objective, and
we can do all of them if we stick together.
Yeah, that's all I really care usually. Either that we stick together or that I get stuck in a maze for 20 minutes underground and can't do anything.
That might honestly be one of the best gaming moments I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah, for context for everyone listening, there's a big underground layer you have to take one of these giant bombs into in Helldivers. And I went down and I never came back. It's not that I died, I just couldn't find my way out. I was stuck in this maze full of giant cockroaches for like 20 minutes. Everyone's doing all sorts of stuff, and one's just like, oh, Hunter's still in there. 5 minutes later, oh, Hunter's still in there. 5 minutes later, okay, Hunter, what the fuck are you doing in there?
It was
and
unreal.
Then it's been like 20 minutes, and he's like, yeah, I think he's just going to stay under there. I think he's going to become one of the bugs now.
It was genuinely unreal. I thought you were doing a bit. I genuinely thought for a minute it was a bit, because I understand somebody pressed a button on a nuclear weapon and somebody's whole group got murdered. I don't really remember how it happened. All I know is that a bunch of people died, so we were out of respawns when we all came back. Ryan spawned on the roof, so he's angry. And then me and Hunter are back inside of the cave, and I think Jimmy was outside of it. So I'm like, all right, Hunter, let's go meet up with Jimmy and let's go extract. And Hunter's like, okay, sweet. So we're running, and then Hunter's no longer with me. Don't know where he went. He was literally, we're like side by side fighting the hordes. I blink and he's gone. And then I catch up with Jimmy, and I'm like, all right, Hunter will be here in a second. We just got to hold. Me and Jimmy both die, and then I just see Hunter's dots doing circles in the fucking caves like 15 minutes later. And I'm like, are you genuinely still in there? He's like, I can't find my way out. And I was like, okay, it's confusing. And then after we were able to respawn 1 or 2 more people and he was still in there, I was like, he's personally doing this to attack me because I nuked everybody. I'm personally attacked.
Honestly, it was not a good time. I really wanted to leave. I should have just like tried to convince everyone it was a bit and play it off, but it's honestly just too funny that like I would come back to the same, there's this big like growth on the wall, and I'd come back to it for like the 3rd time, and I'm just like, yeah, I think I should maybe go the other way. And then I'd go the other way, and it would take me in a giant loop around, and I'd be like, oh, I'm following the edge of the wall. I think I'll be able to get out.
Growth.
Back to that same weird growth in the wall. And yeah, and at a certain point, I was just thinking about using an impact grenade on myself, but we were out of life. So if I died, like, it wasn't any better than being stuck underground.
Moral of the story is Hunter made it to the extract, and then he died like 10 seconds later.
Yeah, I think I would have been better off staying underground.
For real, dude. It was genuinely insane. And also, for everybody to keep in mind, it was like 11 o'clock on like a Thursday night, and we're trying to do this. It's like, I'm going to bed, guys. I'm going to bed.
We used all of our time and then more.
Oh my god. That was so fucking fun. But that's why you play the game. It's like stuff like that. Because we were all working together doing our things. It was really fun. But it's like that crazy little shit. Because when Ryan was telling me, he's like, there's going to be some insane ways you die. Like, it's going to be really funny. It's not... Well, the nuking was actually hilarious. But it's not even the stuff that you do specifically that kills you that's funny. It's like the situations you get stuck in with your friends because you're like chatting or doing whatever. You finish an objective and then you're like, okay, well, no, we're fucking lost. What are we supposed to do now? Oh my god, Ryan's on the ceiling again. That happened like 2 or 3 times that game, by the way.
Yeah, it's one of the few games I legitimately enjoy dying in a lot of the time because, like, you just watch yourself just ragdoll and go flying, or, like, you'll get clipped by something that's flying and it just, like, get thrown. Or you get to, like, dramatically just, like, cook a hand grenade and jump into the mouth of a giant animal and blow yourself up and to save your teammates.
Gotta do what you gotta do. For democracy.
Yeah, very... for democracy, brother.
Goddamn right, brother.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the game a lot. I'm looking forward to playing more of that one for sure.
I got fed up yesterday after getting stuck with so many teams that were just not trying to do anything. So, like, I was like, all right, I'm going to take a break. But the one thing I have been playing a lot of, and I wanted to talk about, but I tried to the other day with Ryan, but we just really couldn't stay on topic, was Wukong. I genuinely, I think it is probably the best Souls game ever made other than Elden Ring. It is perfection, dude. It is so good, it's not even funny. And honestly, way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Nice.
Have you played it or seen anything about it or anything?
I've watched some of the gameplay for it. I've watched someone, like, stream some of the bigger bosses or whatever, but I have not seen all of it. I don't ever really plan on playing it, to be honest, but it looks pretty cool.
That's fair. I understand that. It's, my one complaint in the beginning that it was, like, way, way, way too easy. So it's like you're just kind of going all the way through it. Not really... Like, I had one boss, I think, that took me more than once to beat. And it took me a lot of tries, don't get me wrong. But it was specifically, like, the hardest boss in the first chapter, so it makes sense because I did it early. But now that I'm in the second... Well, I'm actually in the third chapter now. Now that, I mean, the second chapter, though, like, that was, like, a completely different game. Like, it was just ass-whooping after ass-whooping. They were not fucking around with me, dude. They did not like the cut of my cute little monkey jib, dude. I am not kidding. Like, the minute I walked into anywhere, they immediately were trying to obliterate me. But I would say, all in all, it was... What's that? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, do you think once you got to that later part in the game that it was as hard as a Soulsborne game?
Yeah, now I feel like I'm playing, like... I would say... It's definitely not like Elden Ring at all, because you just move way too good. I would say it's kind of like Sekiro, but better in every way, which Ryan was not happy when I said that. But honestly, like, everything about Sekiro that I liked, this game does, and then everything I disliked about it, it does great. Like, it's just a really, really good game. The spells are really fun. The fighting's really good. The bosses are super cool. And then obviously, like, it's like a 2,000-year-old story, so it's got some, like, good lore behind it, too. Like, some of the cutscenes are, like, ridiculously long, and I find myself, like, watching every second of it. Like, it's... Dude, it's so good. And the character voice actors, which, obviously, I mean, a lot of it doesn't make sense. Like, Scottish people, Irish people, you know, German, all that stuff, because it's a Chinese game. But I think all the voice actors do really well in the sort of roles that they play. And I've found myself really, really enjoying it. Plus, I like that if you take a little bit of extra time to like search through areas, I feel like you're more heavily rewarded than any other. No, I would say Elden Ring rewards you pretty well for like searching deep into like off the beaten path areas. But this game, I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
definitely.
I feel like you really, really get rewarded for taking the extra initiative, and I like that. Like that is in a game where the whole point is to get satisfaction from beating bosses. I think it is also a really good counterbalance that you get heavily, not heavily rewarded, but like the rewards are good when you take the initiative to go outside of the story and actually try to just do more stuff in an area, especially when they take all the time to make these really big, beautiful areas.
That's one thing that I'm sure that would be something I would love about that game because and that was one of the things that captured me so much about specifically Elden Ring is so many of these games I feel like they're just big for the sake of being big.
Yep.
And giving like a wealth of reason to explore that makes it really feel like there's a purpose to what you're doing and why you're going around the map instead of just like bouncing mission to mission is so underrated. Like it's like I don't care about these just having a giant map to have a giant map and have a huge amount of empty space and maybe some random like enemies or whatever. It's like it needs to make it feel like you're really exploring. Like there's something
Right.
that really needs to be found, you know?
Exactly. Especially as we get older and we have less time to play, it's like I don't want to waste time. I want to actually like be doing, even if I don't know what I'm working towards, I want to be working towards something.
Exactly. There needs to be a little bit more intention behind just these giant maps. And I feel like I believe you that Wukong does it well, Elden Ring does it well, but that's part of what completely pulled me out of all the Assassin's Creed games was
Oh
just
my
like
god,
there's
yes.
just so much stuff and I'm not having a good time. I'm not having fun exploring. I'm just doing it out of spite to like complete collections and stuff like that and it's just yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those maps are so insanely big, and I don't feel like I ever get anything that's worth any time ever. Like, I've never
Yeah.
once really explored an entire island, like in Black Flag, which is my favorite one. Well, it's the only good one to me. I'll explore an entire island and I don't end up with anything. Like, you get more money just going around in the ships obliterating people than you do, or more money or more, crafting material, more anything really, than you do exploring this thing that people took all this time to make. I don't get why you spend all your time making something and then not think, okay, well, now what am I going to put here? Like, you're just like, all right, I made it. It's time to go. Like, what is that about? Maybe different jobs, possibly. I have no idea. But these smaller companies, I feel like more people have more hands in different pots. So maybe that's why things get covered a little bit better, possibly.
I think part of it too is what we've talked about previously that the people who are involved in smaller companies have a lot more of a buy-in for the game to do well and also a lot more passion for what they're making because they're really part of it instead of just like a small cog and a giant money-making machine kind of thing because another great example of this is I have not gotten to play it yet but Silksong is blowing up every platform right now or was blowing up every platform and crashing the Xbox store, the PlayStation store and Steam all in the same day when it released and that was a game that was made by like I think less than 20 people, and it's a kind of like an indie style game. Oh, okay. Team Cherry consists of 3 core members.
Jesus.
So, and the game was only $20 on release, and it looks like the one of the faster run throughs for it is like 16 hours. But there's you can go back and replay it. There's a lot of collectibles and stuff like that, items or whatever, and there's multiple different difficulties, etc. This is the sequel to Hollow Knight. If you ever played that game,
I did not.
so it's like a platformer, kind of like feels a little bit like one of the Mario games with a sword. Is kind of how I would explain it almost, but it's like almost like one of the Mario games meets Cuphead. If you're familiar with Cuphead, either.
Yeah.
Um, it's it was very. I think it took them 10 years to make the sequel.
Jeez.
From the original game, but it immediately paid off because I think right now on Steam there's like 300 or 400,000 people playing the game,
I
which
feel
is
like
insane for a
if,
2D platformer game.
if the fastest run is 16 hours, and you're not trying to go the fastest you can go, I'm assuming you can basically like make that a third longer or more. That is a lot of what, for $20, that is a lot of game. When a lot of games are $60 and they don't even have a storyline. So that's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, and that's also it's just like that's probably someone who's really good at the game too. It's like it's a pretty difficult game, at least from what I've seen, and I've played Hollow Knight. Like it's pretty hard. It's like hard in that traditional platformer kind of way where like you have to kind of figure out perfect timing and everything. And some of the bosses kind of do feel like the Cuphead bosses or like almost like a 2D Soulsborne game. But like there's 306,000 people in game right now.
And that's just Steam.
And that's 6:30 on a Monday. And that's just
imagine
Steam.
what it is on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch too.
Yeah, it might be actually like 1 million people playing the game.
Yeah, if you really try to like divide it out, you're probably not wrong. If not, maybe a little, close to it. All right, after a long pause, me and Hunter are finally back. Discord crashed, so we're talking on an Xbox Live party. Him on his computer and me on my phone. So we're going to see how this works out. So just, I guess, bear with us or don't. Honestly, I wouldn't, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at least we got something figured out. But yeah, not optimal.
Figured out is a very interesting way to say it. I'm going to get you headphones for Christmas or your birthday. Actually, your birthday's coming up soon.
I'll just...
So that if this ever happens...
buy some new ones. I broke mine because I had them in my pocket and got them smushed. So, like, the mic on it doesn't work anymore. But I'll just order some new ones. They're not too expensive now. Yeah, I'm looking right now, and it is saying that as of 6:34 p.m. on Monday, September 8th, there is a big Discord outage right now. This issue has worsened and is causing widespread availability issues. We are working as quickly as possible to restore traffic. Major outage today.
All those people at Discord, like, just got home. They're eating with their wives and husbands. And they're like, what happened? What? I gotta go. Their pager's ringing. Because I'm assuming it's Discord, the worst app ever created. So I'm assuming they have pagers still. Their pagers ring and they're like, I gotta go, honey. America needs me. Fucking the worst app ever, dude. I mean, let's be honest. 75% of the time when you're like, hey, let's get on Discord and record, I'm like, okay, I'm getting on now. And then 20 minutes later, we'll finally start recording because Discord just never fucking works. That being said, I have a Mac, though, so I'm assuming it's a little bit more ass on a Mac than it is on a Microsoft.
Yeah, that could also be true. I usually don't have too many problems with Discord, to be honest, but it has definitely gotten worse in my opinion. But I digress. I won't get caught up on that for too long.
Get caught up on it. Get caught up on it. We need content. More.
I just think since they've added Discord Nitro that the entire platform, if you don't have Nitro, does not work as well as it used to. And it used to be like the premier, gaming like voice app. But it has definitely gotten worse. I don't have too many issues, but the issues I do have do feel like they're always catastrophic. And they're always at the worst time too. Like in the middle of recording a podcast.
We're doing God's work here, people. We need to be able to talk to each other.
Basically what I was saying, to bring it all back is you should check out Silksong if you're into platformer games or if you like Hollow Knight or if it's something that looks like it'd be fun. It's a great company to give your money to because they make complete games that work and they're fan favorites and they're very inspired and you can tell the team that is working on them really loves the game, which is kind of like exactly what you want out of your game. So I'd recommend Silksong. I'm imagining Juan is recommending Wukong if you haven't played that, and that just came to Xbox, which is exciting for all the Xbox gamers. I think that was a PlayStation exclusive, right?
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Yes, it was. Oh, no, it was on PC and PlayStation, but because of the booty cheeks ass Xbox S, they couldn't get it to run consistently. And Microsoft makes you make it run on both consoles before you can ship it. It's been running on the original, like the Series X, like the Premier Xbox. been running on that since like day one. It's a next generation game on a last generation console. You know how it is.
Oh, I have an Xbox One still. I know how it is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. I know we gotta upgrade you, dude. We gotta start selling some of your feet pics so we can get you upgraded
I could
up.
get a freaking gold-plated Xbox then, bro.
Gold plated. It doesn't actually run anything because the whole thing conducts electricity, but it looks
If I
nice,
took
doesn't
these
it?
little piggies to market, I wouldn't have to worry about money anymore.
That is fucking insane. That is insane. Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, damn, you got me off track with the audacity of that statement. God damn it, what the fuck was I gonna say? You upgraded. Fuck, I lost it, dude.
Well,
I'm shook.
yeah,
I'm shook now.
it's hard to recover once you start imagining these piggy wiggies. One exciting thing coming up is this weekend is the Michigan Renaissance Festival. It's been going on, but exciting that it was going to we're gonna be going this weekend on Saturday.
The boys are back in town.
It's true. I've been very much looking forward to it, and actually it's kind of gotten to be a bigger group. Like there's a lot of people that are all going, which is cool.
Yeah, I think Logan asked me because it was weird. You were like, "Hey, I think we're going to the Renaissance Festival before we come over," and I was like, "Oh, if you don't mind, well, me and Jess can tag along." And then literally the same day, Logan was like, "Well, when are we going to the Renaissance Festival, butthole?" It's like, well, I guess if you want to come with, you can just come over because he planned on coming and watching the fights with us anyways. I'm pretty excited, dude. I mean, I really enjoy it. Okay, listen to this bull honky. Every single time we go, it's 155 degrees. It was 40 degrees when I woke up this morning. Do you know what it's going to be when we go to the Renaissance Festival this weekend? It's going to be like 85.
Awesome.
Which I love the heat. I'm all for it, but I do know a lot of people are not the biggest fans of it. So it's like I'm going to be sitting there thriving and everybody's just kind of probably be miserable like last time because, I mean, it was a scorcher last time, especially when me, you, and Corwin were in the porta potty together doing unspeakable things to each other. It was really fucking hot, dude. It was like, oh, well, it was hot for multiple reasons. But, dude, it was literally a scorcher.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I mean, anytime it's hot in September, I'm excited.
I was going to say, I distinctly remember the flask that we had getting very hot. It's very hot liquor, which is I would not recommend.
Yeah, flask, wink, wink. That's what I call it too when people ask. Actually, that reminds me when we went in there to do that shot. I fucking busted out, and I was just like, "God, Corwin, why is it so big?" Because I was just trying to like make our girlfriends laugh. And then there was just a huge group of people walking past, like, whoa, what the fuck's going on in there? I think about that every single time I think about the Renaissance
I literally
Festival now.
think I have that on video on my Snapchat.
Oh, you might. I think you did.
Yeah,
you
I think
taking a
I think I
video.
sent it to you, or maybe I didn't. But I just got it on my Snapchat memories recently, so maybe we'll find that and we'll find a way to upload it to the Reddit or something.
Oh, dude, I'll put that in for sure. Absolutely. That is amazing.
There's one guaranteed when we all hang out, and it's tomfoolery for sure.
Mm-hmm. Tomfoolery. Like, I mean, we have heavy doses of it. And we're going to be with each other basically all day, so that's going to be it. I'm excited, dude. I'm genuinely
Yeah, I think
excited.
it's going to be an awesome time. I'm pretty hyped up. I'm hoping that Ryan is able to make it in the end.
I think Mariah is, but I think he says what does he have, like a card thing he has to do, which, I mean, I get, because a lot of that stuff can get expensive.
He paid
and I'd
for
go
a
too.
pre-release, but he's going to see if he can just I mean, I think that there's a 90% chance he can. He's going to just get the packs and go instead of playing in the tournament since he already prepaid for it. But also, a lot of them will just like give you a refund if you want to get a refund and not take it. But we'll see we'll see what's up. I get it either way. He already had existing plans. I know how it is, and he's Pokemon pre-release, and they added like new Mega Evolutions and stuff like that to the card game, and he's excited about it. So I get it either way.
No, yeah, me too. That's why when he was like, I don't know if I'll be able to go. I have this, and this I got to do. And it's like, dude, I don't need excuses. I mean, you had plans beforehand. I'm not going to bust your balls about it. But he's for sure coming over that night, which will be nice because we were all over at his house last weekend, his nice new house. So I think it'll be really cool to spend a few weekends in a row together. I feel like, well, I might have to get married every year so I can make you hang out with me more. But I feel like this year as a whole, like all of summer and then now going into the fall, we spent a decent amount of time with each other for how far away we live from each other. I'm actually pretty happy
me
about
too.
that.
It wasn't as awesome as the end of last summer where we were golfing like every week, but it's been
Yeah, well,
the
fuck
stuff
me,
that
I guess.
that we went and did was, well, I just mean like we didn't hang out as much. It's been more fun.
It's too
been
late.
more fun because the stuff I'm getting there.
It's too late.
You interrupt me. I'm in the middle of talking about how much fun I've been having, and then you know what? Never mind. It was more fun last summer because you weren't talking this shit.
I apologize for interrupting, but for nothing else.
Oh.
But no, I do get it. Golfing with the homies, that's a whole different world, man. It really is. It is just so incredible. Especially, like, I feel like if we were all really good at golf, it would probably be a little bit less fun. But since we're all who we are at the skill level we are, it's just like constant happiness and fun and joking. I love it so much, dude.
Yeah, the only thing for me to gain on the golf course is fun with my friends. There's nothing else for me to gain with my current skill set. Maybe alcohol poisoning is the other thing I can gain on the golf course, but
I mean, only if you try hard enough, brother. Only if you try hard enough. Have you played any of the Sonic cards yet?
Yes, I have. Well, sort of. I have a story about this that I don't think I've already talked about in the podcast. Well, I opened the most expensive Mr. Random card that you can get in the set, and I actually at Lansing, which was the NRG team event that I went and played in, I sold the card to one of my friends. I got the secret layer for $40. I think I ordered it, $40 or $50, and then just that one card, I sold out of it for like close to $200, I think.
Jesus.
So that was a big win because I have all of the cards I wanted, and I won the scratch off, and like I don't need the card or whatever that I had gotten. So that was pretty hype. And I'm actually currently working on building a Dr. Robotnik commander deck to play, especially at the library for the Magic Club. So that's actually what I'm working on right now, or my most recent deck list that I've been working on cooking up. So that I'll have more to talk about with that in the future, I'm sure. So I'm trying to build it thematically, so it's all going to be like robots and constructs. It's going to be Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Yeah. Which, great shout out to that game. That was an incredible video game. But yeah, so I haven't played with them too much, but I have been thinking about them a lot because because I have been working on some deck list ideas. All the cards they did a really good job on, and they look beautiful. I can send a picture to Juan, and he can post them on like the Instagram or the Reddit or whatever as part of the thread or whatever. Or I can try and post them on YouTube somehow or something.
I will absolutely include anything you want to include, and if you want to do that as well, I'm sure they would love that. Okay, I got another one. Oh, wait. Okay, this one's for me, but then I have a dual question. All right, in an earlier episode, I mentioned that I was seeking a promotion. Any update on that? Very interesting you asked that, Farah. I did get the promotion. And now that we're back from the honeymoon, they want to start moving me into like the position. The problem with that, which my company does not know yet, and I'm 100% sure that nobody at my company listens. I got an offer from one of the big three to work for them. And it'll be very good money. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but it'll be, just money that, working class people, me and Jess are working class. It'll be money that'll make our lives significantly more comfortable in this crazy world we live in. The big thing for me, though, now that I am a happily married man, if she's listening, happily married, benefits are way more important to me. benefits are the thing. I mean, we're starting a life together. Me and her are now legally tied together. Benefits are the thing that I really, really, really find important going into this next chapter that me and her are starting together. So the thing is that my current job, the big thing though is like my current job, I'm assuming I will get not nearly as, I mean, it's not going to be as well as pay as like a big three can promise, but it would be good pay. I would be getting paid very well at my current job with the promotion. Well, weller. And my problem with my current job, though, is I love it. I love who I work with, even if they're kind of monkeys. I love them. They're really good at, my bosses are amazing, which how many times in your life can you say you like your bosses? Like, I genuinely have hit like a jackpot with my current position. But the benefits are dog crap. They're just really bad. I mean, no 401k match. The health insurance, I mean, you basically just better hope you die, even if you pay for the health insurance, because you're still going to be in for an arm and a leg. The dental, I mean, it's honestly, the benefits of my current job are just kind of offensive. They're really offensive for how they're offering. They're just bad. Really, really bad. So, I want this position, and I want to continue working at my smaller mom and pop company that I work for, doing a semi-important job. We make car parts. I mean, it's something that you think, American industry. It's amazing. But the benefits are really bad. This current job, I mean, the new job offer is going to be paying more money, and it'll have the benefits that I think are really important as you start a future with your husband or wife. So it's like I'm in a conflicted spot, but I think we all know like what would probably make the most sense as we start our new transition. But I mean, you just never know what can happen with a job you are not currently working yet. I mean, going as somebody who can, pass physicals and drug tests and everything, I don't see why I wouldn't get a full actual offer where I can actually start working like I have a date. But you just never really know. All I know for sure is that my current job, I do have an actual, promotion. So we'll just see, and I'll keep people updated on that. But no matter what, I think both positions will be very good going forward.
See.
And I'm excited to see where I go.
All right, I think you cut out again.
Next. As long as it's up, because, I mean, you guys all know, man, it's hard out here right now. So, we'll see about that. But the very last question she asked was, are you guys looking forward to fall? Since I went on a rant, do you want to start, Hunter? How do you feel about it?
I'm a big fan of, controversial take, I'm a big fan of all the seasons in Michigan. It's just that I get sick of wintertime first. I'm a big fan of fall because I feel like it's a nice, comfy time. I enjoy hot drinks. I enjoy a lot of fall activities, like the apple orchards, and I like cider. I like some amount of pumpkin spice, not too much. I love apple pie. I like just not sweating and dying when I'm going outside, but not being so cold that I have to wear a really heavy coat or whatever. So I would say overall I like fall a lot. It's honestly, I think it's my third favorite season, so it's not super high in my power ratings for Michigan seasons, but I do enjoy it a lot.
Let me guess. Spring, summer, fall? Are those you're in that order?
Yeah.
You like spring because winter's over, you like summer because all the hiking, and then you like fall because it's cooling down and all the hot girl stuff you can do?
Yeah, I get my Ugg boots on and my leggings pulled up to my belly button.
Oh my god, it's almost like we're best friends and I know you. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I like spring a lot too because I feel like it's the time when all the nature's coming alive and there's a lot of animal activity and like there's so many plants are blooming and blossoming and like I don't know, it's also
spring just smells so good in Michigan.
Yeah.
Like you go outside on a spring day when it's not too hot yet and it just smells like how life should smell.
Also
you know what I mean?
There's almost nothing in life that can compare to the first like hike or decent length walk that you go on in a t-shirt after the winter time. Like just like the first time where you're like, oh my god, we made it. And just like
yeah, right. I did not jump off the roof.
All the colors, all the smells, like, that is peak. But I do really enjoy fall a lot, and one of my favorite things about fall is having a lot of like fires, like bonfires, and hanging out, having Having some
Mhm,
drinks around a
mhm.
fire and chatting with your friends
Oh,
is
yeah.
like that's peak. You can do that in the summer too, but it's a lot hotter. You know, it's hard to sit by the fire on some of the Michigan really humid hot days.
Yeah, it's kind of like a background
Yeah.
thing. Like it's just back there, but you don't want to get close to it because you're already dead.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, brother. For me, I would say differently than Hunter. I love spring and I love summer and I don't like fall because then we're getting into winter and I don't like winter because I hate winter more than anything in the world. But I love the seasonal stuff. I love doing seasonal stuff. Like I love like you were talking about, like all the Halloween stuff, the fall stuff, the orchards. Me and Jess try to do more this time of the year than we typically get to. Well, we do a lot of stuff all the time, but like a lot of it's just going and hanging out with friends and not going to like actual like apple orchard and stuff like that. We want to try to go to Blake's here soon. Like I'm a big fan of it all the way through to Christmas. I love Christmas. I love all of it. But the minute Christmas is over, and then I just know I have 4 straight months of just misery. Hate it. I hate it so much. And fall is cute, and the veneer is nice because of all the seasonal stuff, but I can't. What's that? And it's my wife's birthday, and that's my favorite part of all of fall.
That is so true.
Did I do good? Okay, I did good, guys. I actually do love her birthday. I love getting stuff for her. If we're trying to talk off the record, I'm a big, big fan of her birthday. But anyways, I like the veneer and it's really fun and it makes me happy and I do look good in a sweater and pants. But I don't know. I always know like what's coming after and that really, really ruins fall for me. I hate the winter more than anything else in the world. And also I've been doing 7 straight years of semi-outdoor to fully outdoor winter jobs. So I hate it. I hate it so much, dude. Like there's nothing worse than trying to start a diesel truck when it's 5 degrees outside and you forgot to plug it in because you're an asshat and your fingers fucking hurt and your toes hurt and your face and I'm just want to cry. And before that, I hated like coming into the farm and it's so beautiful and there's snow everywhere and it's like you're so excited to be here because it's beautiful and the greenhouses are warm. But then you gotta go and fix piping or you gotta go do this and you're just outside in the cold all fucking day. I hate it. It's just so miserable. So the fall is the start of that for me and that has really hampered on it. I think if we lived further south and the fall was more moderate or the winters were more moderate, I'd probably enjoy it a lot more than I do. Like, I never get to dress slutty on Halloween, and I hate that. I genuinely do.
Yeah, you're always wearing like the full outfit with your cat ears. You gotta cover those
Dude,
legs,
I know.
unfortunately.
It really does suck. Like, my slutty months are basically just May to September, and honestly, I need more. I genuinely need more.
We all do.
But I am genuinely somebody who wants the least amount of clothes on and the most amount of sun on my skin. Like, I'm just one of those people. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely am overall much happier in the spring and summertime with all the sunshine being outside. I would say pretty high in fall. It's just I have pretty bad seasonal depression, so sometimes the winter just beats the crap out of me, and it's just like which combines with like all my favorite activities, like physical activities to do, are all outdoor activities. So like the slowdown in that, and then just the encroach of it's dark at 5 p.m. when I get out of work. And it's just,
hate it. You go into work and it's dark, and you get out of work and it's dark.
So that can be tough, but I genuinely enjoy it until about January 1st, and then I'm just like, all right, let's get this show on the road now, because
yep, I'm the
for
same
whatever
way.
reason, like January to March is like the slowest part of the entire year for me always. Like it feels like I have a year from January till March, and then I have like 3 months for the rest of the year. Is like how it always feels to
I
me.
agree.
And part of that dragging is definitely because of just I feel like I'm not doing enough stuff and my brain is angry about the cold and the dark, so
yeah, I am 100% with you, and it's really going to suck because you're not going to be able to probably walk to work too often, so you're probably going to feel it more this winter than you did last winter. Like, that's going to suck. I'm going to be honest, us starting the podcast last winter really helped me get through the winter.
Yeah.
It really did. personally.
I'm going to fight for my life to walk as much as I possibly can in the wintertime. I was even thinking about getting or leaving a pair of shoes at work so I can wear like my winter boots to and from work and just change into my shoes, like work shoes.
Let's get some Carhartt overalls, baby.
Get some bibs on.
God dang right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I used to do when I was farming, man. Obviously, it doesn't keep your toes or your fingers warm, but it is nicer than freezing your butt off, personally.
Yeah.
And also, as much as I don't like dick riding big clothing companies, I mean, if you buy a Carhartt, yeah, at least you know you're gonna have it for like the next 10 years. Like I have only ever gotten rid of Carhartts because like where your hands pop through them get blown out because you're putting on big ass gloves and all that stuff. Like it's just like normal wear and tear, but it's still years and years and years later. Like there are very few things I'm willing to spend money on because like of a name. Because like me and Jess go to the outlet mall, so I get every name brand thing I like for the cheapest I can get it, or I just don't get it. But like boots and Carhartt winter gear, I'm willing to spend the extra dollar because at least I know it's just gonna last. And with the winters, as long as they are here, dude, I mean it's so worth it.
If you think about it, it's one of those things too where like you're not really spending extra dollars, you're probably spending less money, you're just spending more upfront because you're not buying a new coat every single winter, which can get really expensive even buying like a medium price coat or whatever. And it's like I have a Carhartt jacket that's one of the only articles of clothing that survived all the physical labor jobs I've done. Like it's the only one that I still have and is not disgusting, either like stained and ripped up or whatever, or had to get thrown out or turned into rags or whatever. It's like it looks totally fine. Besides, I have a little stain on it that I could, if I really wanted to, probably get out of. Just not that motivated to do that.
Right.
So I think in the cases where the product is actually good, I'm fine with spending more money on something, especially if you're just spending more upfront. You get it longer. Like things I never skimp on is like work clothes like that, and work boots like are always worth spending the extra money on because if you get a crappy pair of work boots, they're not going to last a summer for you if you're doing manual labor.
And they just hurt more. Like they genuinely, like money almost always comes into factor of how comfortable you are at the end of the shift. Like how much do your knees hurt? I feel like money will always sort of like that pie graph. Like I mean not pie graph. That like line chart is definitely gonna. There's a lot of over section on that.
Definitely.
But okay. Well, we lost a lot of time due to technical difficulties, so I kind of want to round this one out. Quick update though. Football's finally started. Thank you, Jesus, for coming back into our lives. Well, not this week actually, because we got pounded on every front.
Yeah, I really should have started the podcast with joining me today is Goff's biggest fan. I really missed out on that one.
Dude, I said some horrible things about that man yesterday. Like things I'm still proud of, but like I wouldn't say on air. Like I hate him. I genuinely do. So Michigan took a big L. Michigan was looking like Dookie. So that's kind of surprising because they got some pretty good players. So that sucks for them. And they got beat out by a lower ranked team. So that really does suck. Michigan State, which actually I watched with Hunter and Ryan. They were able to pull it through in the end. I think like right after Hunter had to start making his long journey home because he's a little hobbit. They were able to clinch it in the end. So that's nice. So Michigan State's 2-0, which I think is beautiful. Which also was really incredible because they were against a really, really, really high-ranked quarterback, and he has a missile for an arm, dude. That guy does not miss. So I thought it was really incredible with their Dookie quarterback. Like they have Goff Jr. playing at Michigan State right now. And then the big one, which I think was unexpected for a lot of people up until, I guess, a trade. I don't really know. Me and Hunter aren't really big football people. Actually, we're not really football people at all. But I guess there was a big trade that happened like a few weeks ago. So Green Bay got somebody really good. I don't know anything more than that. Look into it if you're interested. If not, I get it. But the Lions were basically like favored to win, and then Green Bay got this player, and they just swept us like on every front. And our quarterback is the biggest bum that's ever lived, so that didn't help at any point either. So I think going forward is going to be very interesting to see if we have anything. I know the Tigers have kind of been getting whooped a little bit too, which sucks because I was really thinking we had a World Series team. I guess only time will tell. But we'll keep you guys updated on that. You got anything else for us, brother?
I think I'll have more for us next week. The only other thing is I have my I got Magic Club tomorrow, so at work, so I'm excited about that. And I got get paid to play cards and hang out with people who also like
Sick.
cards, which is really awesome. So I'm
Double sick.
I think I'll have a lot more to talk about next week too with the Renaissance Festival and our hangout for your birthday party and everything. And that's the last thing I did want to say is everyone make sure you comment and say happy birthday to Juan because it was Juan's birthday this week.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't think my birthday is too important, but I do know some of my loved ones, Hunter and Jess included, they enjoy it a lot more than me, and seeing them happy makes me happy.
So give me your entire paycheck so I can get Juan a very nice present. And one way, if you don't want to give me your paycheck, you can help support us is by liking, subscribing, sharing the podcast, following us on socials. You know the drill. So, or you can just give me your whole paycheck.
And the paycheck.
That's fine too.
Oh, also, speaking of, you were talking about like updates. Me and Jess are gonna go see the new Conjuring movie, and me and Hunter are finally starting Dungeon Crawler Carl. So we'll definitely have a lot to talk about next week. So we will see you guys next week, and if the Lions lose, you might not see me next week.
See
Bye,
you
guys.
later. Peace out.